Hello friend, my name is Sunil Kumar. In this video, we will learn how to start and stop the Mule flows using Java. So for that one, first of all, let's create a project. Start stop Mule flow using Java. Okay. So keeping rest thing as default, let's create this project and we will learn it how to use the Java Mule context to start and stop it. So first of all, we will use the HTTP connector to receive the request, as well as we will use the VM to store the message. Let's configure this VM as let's configure the HTTP as default. So that we can quickly process it, we will use the Java keyword here. We will use the method as post. Now let's configure this VM. Let's make it one way, make the path as Sunil. At the same time, let's configure the connector configuration. Say the max thread it can process is 100, and we will use the file queue store. I will let you know why we have used the file queue store, just to help us to better explain with the example. So keeping three as default. Now let's create the another flow in my application. So let's drop the mule flow over here. Inside this mule flow, let's use the another set payload just to see are we executing this flow or not. And we will use the logger to see what happened. So to configure this, we will use the same as queue. We'll use the same VM, keeping as we will use the set payload as in subflow. Let's save it, and inside the logger let's print the message as head says message dot payload. Okay, let's save it. Now this flow, right now the initial state is empty. Let's make it stop. So now when the mule will start, the application will get deployed. Mule will not be automatically started. So we will use a Java program which is used to start this mule flow. So right now the name of it starts on mule flow 1. So let's save it and try to run it and see what is happening over here. So let me run this mule flow. Okay, the path of this HTTP connector was Java. So we will make post method this slash as Java. So just sending this method once the application will get deployed. Let's see. Okay, it's still not deployed. So let's wait till the time the application will get deployed. So what till the time application is deployed, we use the HTTP method. It will take the VM, and this is the outbound VM. This is the inbound VM. It will select the payload and print it into the logger. Okay. So over here it initialized it. What we can see into the logs. Here we can see it's starting the mule flow as well at the same time stopping, and ideally the flow one has not been started. Initial state is stopped. Okay. So now if I am trying to hit it, what will happen? This set payload and this logger doesn't execute. The reason is this flow is not started. So let's say how to run it. So we will use the Java component over here. Let's put this Java component over here, and now let's configure it. So it should have a class. I can say is that start stop mule flow. Okay. So in this Java class, first of all, it implements callable so that we can access it. So let's import the callable. java.mule.api.lifecycle and import its unimplemented method. Over here we will write down, but to access the our mule flow, we need the mule context. So let's inject my mule context over here. So inject would be java x dot inject, and mule context will be the object of java.mule.api. So now I have the object of mule context, and through this mule context I can access my flow. So what I will do is that mule context dot get registry dot get, and I can use the flow name. So what is my second flow name? So this is my mule flow name. I will pick it up and put it over here. So it will give me the flow object. So I will get it as a flow. So let's import org.mule.construct flow, and we will use flow.start. So it will start the this mule flow. So now let's save this project. Hopefully the error gone. And now let's start to run it. So it is automatically deploying this application. Now on the application deployments, so we got some error over here. Let's see. It's saying the object class name through exception next to. Okay, let's stop this application. Now trying to redeploy it, and hopefully this time this error should not come up. So what this VM, after this VM will put this application, it will this is asynchronous flow. It will start another VM. So whatever the message this VM is put as the outbound, this particular VM will pick that message until the time it is stored into the file. Okay. So even though earlier message which we have put in this VM are still there into the file store, because we have used the storage method as file store for the outbound VM. So they will also get deployed. So it automatically deployed the application. Now let's try to hit this application same again and see what is happening. So in our case, let's see, we have the two message because one is from the last time and one is for this time. And I can see it is starting the mule flow over here. Okay. Now what will happen if I one more time hit it? This time if I hit it, I got the exception into the system. The reason is that this flow is already started and I am trying to start it again. So to save this position, what I will do, I will make it as optional and will say it that if my flow dot get lifecycle state dot is stopped, I will say it is stopped, only then it will start it, else leave it. So now start this application again. So first time it will start it, and second time when will you will run it, it will not start it, and second time again the application will run. So let's see its behavior again. Okay, so if I run it for the first time, it will run. When I will run it first time, it will run successfully. If I try to run it again, This time again, there is an option.